Hello everyone, let's try this question. This question says that if the direction of the resultant force acting on the I bolt is defined as the unit vector, which is cos 30 degree j plus sin 30 degree k, determine the coordinate direction angles of F3 and the magnitude of Fr. Now, our first step is to resolve the particular forces into its particular components. Now, let's talk about the F2 force. If you see that the F2 force are lying in the YZ plane, this is basically Y axis and this is nothing but the Z axis. And this is basically our the F2 force which has the magnitude of 600 and the triangle given to us, that is 5, 3 and 4. Now resolve this F2 force into its particular components. So it is nothing but this is basically theta and the opposite side of theta, it is nothing but perpendicular, and this is basically 90 degree. So where the two angles meet each other, so that particular side are known as base. So this is basically our base and the opposite side of 90 degree, it is basically our hypotenuse. Now the resolution of F2 force are written as Fy, which is equal to F into cos of theta, and similarly Fz, which is equal to F into sine of theta. They both are positive because they both are acting towards the positive direction. That's why. So the value of F, it is nothing but 600 and cos theta, which is equal to base upon hypotenuse, and similarly 600 into sine theta, which is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, so 600 into the value of base in our triangle, it is nothing but 4, and the value of hypotenuse in our triangle, it is basically 5. Similarly 600 into the value of perpendicular in this case is basically the 3, and similarly the value of hypotenuse, it is nothing but the 5, so this one become 3 upon 5. 600 into 4 and divided by 5, so you will get 480 j cap pound, because j represent the direction of that particular vector along the y-axis and it is positive. Similarly 600 into 3 and divided by 5, so you will get 360 k cap pound. This is basically the resolution of f2 vector. Now what about the resolution of f1 vector? Now let's talk about the resolution of f1 vector, which has the magnitude of 700 pound. So this is basically the x component of 700 pound, and this is nothing but the y component of 700 pound, and they both become positive. So the fx, which is equal to f into cos of theta, and similarly fy, which is equal to f into sine of theta. The value of f here, it is nothing but 700, and the value of theta, it is nothing but 30 degree. Similarly the value of f here, it is nothing but 700, and the value of theta, it is nothing but sine 30 degree. 606.21 I cap pound, and similarly 700 into sine 30 degree, so you will get 350 j cap pound. So this is basically the resolution of f1 vector. Now what about the resolution of f3 vector? Let's talk about it. Now, for the resolution of F3 vector, which has the magnitude of 800 pound, this F3 vector are lying in the space. But how do we know that this F3 vector are actually lying in the space? Because according to the question statement, question clearly says that determine the coordinate direction angles of F3. So that's why the F3 force are lying in the space. Okay, so the Cartesian form or the vectorial form of F3 are written as F3, which is equal to F into cos alpha I with positive sign f into cos beta j, and similarly with positive sign f into cos gamma k pound. This is basically the Cartesian form or the vectorial form of the f3. And according to the unit vector of the resultant vector are cos 30 degree j plus sin 30 degree k. So it will be written as fr, which has the value of fr into cos 30 degree j with positive sign fr into sine 30 degree k pound. First step is completed. Our second step is add all these equations and compare I with I, j with j, and k with k. So for that we are going to add all these equations together. So fr, which is equal to f1 vector plus f2 vector plus f3 vector. So the value of fr, it is nothing but the magnitude of fr dot cos 30 degree j with positive sign the magnitude of fr dot sine 30 degree k, which is equal to f1. The value of f1 are written as 606.21 I cap with positive sign 350 j cap plus f2. The value of f2, it is nothing but positive 480 j cap with positive sign 360 k cap. And lastly, the value of f3. And the value of f3 are written as f dot cos alpha I with positive sign f dot cos beta j with positive sign f dot cos gamma k. This is basically the value of f3. Now add I with I. Similarly, add j with j, and lastly add k with k. So we will get fr dot cos 30 degree j with positive sign fr dot sine 30 degree k, which is equal to 606.21 with positive sign f dot cos alpha, and I take I common from each expression. Okay, with positive sign, if we add 480j with positive 350j and with positive f dot cos beta j, so we will get 830 with positive sign f dot cos beta j. And similarly, with positive sign, if we add 360k with f dot cos gamma k, so we will get 360 plus f dot cos gamma, and I take k common from each expression. So compare I with I, j with j, and k with k to the opposite side, so that it will become 606.21 with positive sign f dot cos alpha, which is equal to 0. Let's call this equation number 1. Similarly, 830 with positive sign f dot cos beta, which is equal to fr dot cos 30 degree. That called equation number 2. And lastly, 360 with positive f dot cos gamma, which is equal to fr dot sine 30 degree. Let's call this equation number 3. Now, the f present here in equation number 1, similarly in equation number 2, and similarly in equation number 3, it has the value of 800 pound. Okay, so we know the value of f here. So putting the value of f in equation number 1, so we will get 606.2 with positive 800 dot cos alpha, which is equal to 0. Shift 606.2 to the opposite side, so it will become negative. So 800 dot cos alpha, which is equal to negative 606.2. So 800 goes to the opposite side, so that it will become cos alpha, which is equal to negative 606.2 and divided by 800. So shift cos to the opposite side, so that it will become alpha, which is equal to cos inverse negative 606.2 divided by 100. So grab the calculator, put the values into it, and solve it for the value of alpha. So the value of alpha, it is nothing but 139.26 degree. If you see the equation number 1, they are the one unknown. So that's why I just plug the value of f here and solve it for the value of alpha. But equation number 2 and equation number 3, they are the two unknowns. So we cannot just plug the value of f and find the value of beta or the value of fr. Okay. Instead of, we have the formula which I already told you in the first lecture of direction of cosines. And if you cannot see that, so please click on the link which is appeared on the top right of the screen. Okay, so that particular formula says that cos square alpha with positive sign cos square beta with positive sign cos square gamma, which is equal to 1. So I easily find out the cos beta and cos gamma values from the equation number 2 and equation number 3. So let's call this equation number 4. So from equation number 2, we easily find out the value of cos beta, and the value of cos beta, it is nothing but cos beta, which is equal to fr dot cos 30 degree with negative sign 830 upon f. This is basically the value of cos beta from the equation number 2. From equation number 3, the value of cos gamma are written as fr dot sine 30 degree with negative sign 360 upon f. This is basically the value of cos beta and cos gamma from the equation number 2. Okay, so substitute the value of cos beta, cos gamma, and the value of alpha, which I already find out, and it is nothing but 139.26 degree. So substitute the value of alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma in the equation number 4 and solve it for the value of fr. So it could be written as cos alpha, and the value of alpha, it is nothing but 139.26 degree whole square. With positive sign, the value of cos beta, it is nothing but fr dot cos 30 degree with 830 upon f whole square. This is basically the value of cos beta. And similarly, with positive sign, the value of cos gamma, it is nothing but fr dot sine 30 degree with negative sign 360 upon f whole square, which is equal to 1. So now cos 139.26 degree whole square, which is equal to 0.57, with positive sign fr dot cos 30 degree whole square with 830. Now this expression gives 0.57 with positive sign. Apply square to the f here only. Okay, so it will get fr dot cos 30 degree with negative sign 830 whole square upon f square, with positive sign fr dot sine 30 degree with negative 360 whole square upon f square, which is equal to 1. So take the LCM here. So it will become f square into 0.57 with positive sign fr dot cos 30 degree with negative 830 whole square with positive sign fr dot sine 30 degree with negative 360 whole square upon f square, which is equal to 1. Now the value of f here, it is nothing but 800. So 800 whole square and multiply it with 0.57. So you will get 364,800 with positive sign fr dot cos 30 degree with negative 830 whole square with positive sign fr dot sine 30 degree with negative 360 whole square. And see, shift f square to the opposite side. So f square into 1, it will get f square. So the value of f here, it is nothing but 800. So if you take 800 square, so it will get 640 into 10 raised to the power 3. Similarly, this is basically our 364800. So if you shift 364800 to the opposite side, so it will become negative. And lastly, if you subtract 800 square with negative 364800, so you will get 275200, which is equal to fr dot cos 30 degree with negative 830 whole square with positive sign fr dot sine 30 degree with negative 360 whole square. Now let's solve it further. This is basically our a minus b whole square, and this is nothing but our also a minus b whole square. So it will become 275200, which is equal to a minus b whole square, which is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So it will become the whole fr dot cos 30 degree, it is basically our a, and the a 30, it is basically our b. Okay, so it will become fr square dot cos 30 degree square with negative sign 2 into fr dot cos 30 degree 830 with positive sign 830 whole square. Now again apply a minus b whole square to this expression. So fr dot sine 30 degree, it is basically our a, and the 360, it is basically our b. So with positive sign fr square dot sine 30 degree square negative 2 into fr dot sine 30 degree dot 360 with positive sign 360 whole square. Now just solve it. Okay, so 275200, again shift 830 to the opposite side so that it will become negative 830 whole square. Again shift plus 360 to the opposite side so that it will become negative 360 whole square, which is equal to cos 30 degree whole square are equal to 0.75 fr square. Similarly, multiply 2 with cos 30 degree with 830. So you will get negative 1437.60. Similarly, sine 30 degree whole square are equal to 0.25 FR square. Similarly, with negative sign, 2 into sine 30 into 360. So you will get negative 360. Now 275200 with negative 830 whole square with negative 360 whole square. So you will get negative 543300, which is equal to 0.75 FR square with negative 1437.60, and this is basically our FR. I'm sorry about it, this is basically FR, and this one is also FR. Okay, so FR with positive sign 0.25 FR square with negative 360 FR. Now, similarly, if you add 0.75 FR square with 0.25 FR square, so that you will get 1 FR square. So it will become negative 543300, which is equal to 1 FR square. And similarly, if you add negative 1437.60 FR with negative 360 FR, so you will get negative 1797.6 FR. Now, shift negative 543300 to the opposite side so that it will become positive. So, FR square with negative 1797.6 FR with positive 543300, which is equal to 0. So, this is basically our quadratic equation. So, if you solve the quadratic equation through the calculator, you will get the answers of FR. So, the first answer of FR are equal to 1413.13 pounds, and similarly the second answer of FR are equal to 384.46 pounds. Now, putting these values of FR into the cos beta and cos gamma equation so that you will find out the value of beta and gamma. Now these are the cos beta and cos gamma equation, and we know that the value of alpha are equal to 139.36 degree. These are the equations of cos beta and cos gamma. Okay, and we know that the value of alpha, which is equal to 139.36 degree. So putting the value of FR into the cos beta first, so that you will get beta, which is equal to cos inverse 1413.13 dot cos 30 degree with negative sign 830 upon 800. And similarly, the value of beta, which is equal to cos inverse 384.46 dot cos 30 degree with negative sign 830 upon 800, because the value of f it is nothing but 800. So the above expression gives the value of beta are equal to 60.51 degree, and similarly the below expression gives the value of beta are equal to 128.41 degree. This is basically the value of beta. Now what about the value of gamma? So it will become gamma, which is equal to cos inverse 1413.13 dot sine 30 degree with negative 360 upon 800. And similarly, gamma, which is equal to cos inverse 384.46 dot sine 30 degree with negative 360 upon 800. So the above expression gives the value of gamma are equal to 64.32 degree, and similarly the below expression gives the value of gamma are equal to 102.10 degree. Now the question has been solved here and your concept too. So please like, comment, subscribe and share it with your friends too. Jazakallah. Take care. Allah Hafiz.